In a busy city market, there was an old man everyone knew. His name was Baba Karim, but people didn't know him for anything good. They knew him as the poor old man who begged near the tea shop. Every morning, before the market became crowded, Baba Karim would arrive quietly. He carried a small bag. His clothes were old and worn. His beard was white and messy, and he always sat in the same corner near a small tea stall. People passed by him every day. Some ignored him. Some looked at him with pity, and some laughed at him. "Look at that old man," someone would say. "He probably spent his life doing nothing. Now he sits here asking for money." But Baba Karim never argued. He never got angry. He simply smiled gently and said nothing. The tea shop owner, Rashid, often watched him from inside the shop. Rashid noticed something strange about the old man. Even though Baba Karim looked poor, he never actually asked anyone for money. He just sat there quietly. Sometimes he helped clean the tables. Sometimes he picked up trash from the street. Sometimes he simply watched people walking by. One day Rashid finally walked up to him and asked, "Baba, why do you sit here every day?" The old man smiled. "Because this place reminds me of life." Rashid looked confused. "What do you mean?" Baba Karim pointed toward the busy street. "Look at the people. Everyone is running. Everyone is busy. But very few people know where they are going." Rashid laughed a little. "You speak like a wise man." Baba Karim smiled again. "Sometimes the poorest people see life the clearest." Days passed. The old man continued sitting near the tea shop. Most people still ignored him, but a few kind people began greeting him. Children liked him because he always told interesting stories. Stories about life, stories about mistakes, stories about second chances. One afternoon, something unexpected happened. A group of rich businessmen entered the market. They were dressed in expensive suits. Luxury cars were parked outside. As they walked past the tea shop, one of them pointed at Baba Karim and laughed. "Look at that old man. He probably wasted his entire life." Another man joked, "Maybe he was once a king." Everyone laughed except Baba Karim. He just smiled quietly, but Rashid noticed something strange. For a brief moment, the old man's eyes looked very sad. Later that evening, Rashid brought him a cup of tea. "Baba, does it bother you when people laugh at you?" The old man shook his head. "No, why?" "Because people often laugh at things they don't understand." Rashid thought about those words for a long time. Then one day, something unbelievable happened. A black luxury car stopped in front of the market. A young man in an expensive suit stepped out. He looked around nervously. Then he walked directly toward Baba Karim. When he reached him, he suddenly bent down and touched the old man's feet. Everyone around the market froze. The tea shop became completely silent. Rashid stared in shock. The young man said with respect, "Father, I finally found you." People looked at each other in confusion. "Father? The poor old man near the tea shop?" Baba Karim slowly stood up, his eyes filled with tears. "My son." The young man hugged him tightly. The crowd couldn't believe what they were seeing. Rashid stepped closer and asked, "Baba, who is this?" The young man turned and said proudly, "I am Karim Ahmed. I am the owner of one of the largest companies in this city." People gasped. Everyone knew that name. Karim Ahmed was a famous businessman. But then someone asked the question everyone was thinking. "If you are so rich, why does your father live like this?" The young man looked at Baba Karim with respect. Then he said something that shocked everyone. "Because my father chose this life." Rashid looked confused. "Why would anyone choose to live like a poor man?" Baba Karim finally spoke. "Because I wanted to understand people." Years ago, Baba Karim had been a very wealthy man. He owned businesses, properties, and luxury cars. But he noticed something strange. When he was rich, everyone respected him. Everyone praised him. Everyone called him Sir. But he wondered something. Did people respect him, or just his money? So one day he made a decision. He gave control of his business to his son. Then he left his luxurious life behind, and he came to live among ordinary people as a poor man. For many years he watched how people treated him. Some were kind, some were cruel. Some ignored him completely, and through those years, he learned something important about the world. That day the entire market stood in silence. The same people who once laughed at Baba Karim now felt ashamed. The businessmen who had mocked him earlier slowly walked toward him. One of them said quietly, "Baba,